What's up, everyone? Okay, we are doing something a little bit different today, and I'm going live. So, I haven't actually done this before. It's something that I've been wanting to do on this channel previously, but just kind of haven't gotten around to doing it. So, decided to go ahead and start doing this week. I'm going to just stick with my regular format for just covering a neighborhood to start with this. I'm sure there's going to be some kinks to work out in this system, and I'm probably going to mess some things up. So, you might just want to bear with me on that one. But just going to try to do this today. And then going forward, I do want to start incorporating more lives into this channel. And so probably we'll cover some different things other than like neighborhood tours, but just kind of wanted to work it out a little bit on this one. So this week, I'm going to talk about a neighborhood in Spring Hill, Tennessee. It's called August Park. It's a really fantastic new neighborhood, and I actually just recorded an entire video on it. And then it got kind of messed up. So exporting it wasn't exporting correctly. So I was like, you know what? Since I've got to record it anyway, I might as well just try and do it as a live. So that's what we're going to do today. But this is a really cool neighborhood in Williamson County, Tennessee. And we're just going to talk about everything you might want to know about it if you're thinking about moving to the area. So I did just recently go out there, toured a couple of the models. So I'm going to take you through a couple of those today. I just filmed a quick walkthrough of those. So I'm going to show you those more towards the end. But we're also going to jump over to the map. We're going to show you where it's located. Going to kind of fly you through and drive you through here so you can, take a look at it. But if you're not familiar with me, my name is Jennifer Gramling. I'm a real estate agent in Nashville, Williamson County, and the surrounding area. And I just put out videos just like this, just to kind of get you familiar with the area if you're thinking about moving here or relocating. So that's what we're going to be doing on this particular video as well. So we're going to talk today about August Park, fantastic new neighborhood. Let me tell you a little bit more about it. What I'm going to do really quick is actually, let me switch over here just so that I can show you a little bit more of this neighborhood. Hold on here. Me working out my kinks. So this is going to be the neighborhood here, but what I really wanted to show you is this. So this neighborhood is being built. It was being developed, is being developed by John Mayer Builders, who's a builder in the area. He's fantastic. So does some really nice neighborhoods and started this neighborhood out. So probably around 150 to 200 homes currently in here, as you can see, but then sold off the remainder of the lots to other builders. So there's actually a couple of new builders that are newer to the Nashville market, which is kind of cool. And you can see both of them right here in this neighborhood. So that's how they're kind of entering these markets, is purchasing lots just like this. So the first one are, these houses that you're seeing right here. So these are going to be Richmond Homes. And, you're probably going to be familiar with these builders if you're coming from another area or relocating. They're really popular in other states. We just haven't had them here in the Nashville market yet. So both of them kind of getting their feet wet here. But Richmond bought the bulk of these lots. They have like 90 lots or something. So a ton of lots in this particular neighborhood. And then the other builder is going to be Toll Brothers. And they purchased less. So they probably have about 31 lots. And so we'll talk more about what those lots look like and stuff here in a little bit, but that just gives you kind of an idea of what the different builders have in here. But this just kind of gives you a picture and an overview of what the neighborhood looks like. So again, probably all finished out, gonna probably be somewhere around maybe 300 or less lots in this neighborhood. And it's just super pretty. And it's gonna be in a really, really fantastic location also. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about that too, but you can see just some of the more of the land that's going to be developed here, what some of those lots are. Typical lot sizes in this neighborhood are going to be around 1/5 of an acre up to about 1/3 of an acre probably. And one thing I want to show you actually, because we're going to talk about this a little bit later when we get over to the map, but if I show you just right over here, you can see this water tower. Sorry, just right over here. This water tower right here is going to be located over in this new June Lake subdivision, which if you're not familiar with that, I do have videos on that as well. But June Lake is going to be located right over here. And you're going to want to remember that because we're going to see it on the map. And it's just fantastic that it's located so close. It's going to have tons of retail, restaurants, and then there's a highway access right over here that has made this so convenient for this neighborhood. But again, we're going to talk about that again in a little bit, but you'll recognize it if you see June Lake or any of my coverage on June Lake. You'll notice that water tower. So that's kind of what that is. But the bulk of these lots for for Richmond and for Toll Brothers are going to be around a fifth to a quarter of an acre. And you can kind of see how they're spaced out here. And then you're going to have a whole variety of different home sizes that you can get in here too. So we're going to go over that too. We're going to jump onto their websites. We're going to talk about, the different floor plans and sizes that they offer and things like that. But still, there's just tons and tons of opportunity to still get into this neighborhood if you want to. And the price point for new builds, if you're not familiar with new builds in Williamson County, it can be really expensive to buy something newly built in Williamson County. And so the price points in here are going to be great because, a lot of times you're looking at over $1 million starting point and emphasis on plus 100 or $1 million plus, emphasis on the plus for the building. So, and this neighborhood just has like a lot going for it. So, for the price point where you're starting probably in the mid 800s in this neighborhood, is a really great price point to be here in this neighborhood. But let's really quick take a look to, let me show you. So amenities wise in this neighborhood, I'll show you these as well. That is one thing a lot of people love in their neighborhood is just going to be amenities. So this neighborhood is going to have a really great pool. It's got a shallow area for little ones, which you're going to see here in just one second. They've got this pool cabana. You're going to have changing rooms and restrooms and all of those things right here. So great place to meet people in the summertime and things like that. And then you're going to have tons and tons of, trails and sidewalks all the way throughout the neighborhood. And the thing about these neighborhoods is that they all interconnect to each other. So you're going to have, if you like to go walking and you like to go running or biking or whatever, you can go basically forever because all of these neighborhoods, while yours is a really nice size, they're really going to connect into a lot of other neighborhoods as well. But this just gives you an overview and idea. So, if you want to walk and venture into other neighborhoods and also play on their playgrounds or just, lots and lots of room to walk, you can have that here in this neighborhood. So that's one of the things that makes it so great. But this is going to be located right here, kind of in the central middle of the neighborhood. But you can also just see some of these houses right here and how pretty this neighborhood really is. So this is a beautiful neighborhood in Spring Hill. And so we're going to jump over to the map here in just one second. Here we go. And we'll just show you where it's located and give you an idea of that. So right here is where August Park is located. And so you'll see your schools right here. Actually, I hearted them for you to make it easy to find. But you're zoned for Allendale Elementary, Spring Station Middle, and Summit High. So if schools are important to you, if you have kids, you can look those up wherever you look up your schools, niche.com or greatschools.org or, just wherever you look those up. But your schools are going to be really close right here. And those are Williamson County, like I said. So if you have a specific school district that you want to be in, that will kind of give you an idea. But right here, that's where we are, just to show you in relation. That was like right here up to Nashville. So you're going to be down here going up to Nashville. If you're commuting into Nashville or you like to go into downtown Nashville, this will just give you more of an idea. So it's going to be about 30 minutes to get into downtown Nashville, 35 minutes from August Park. That is with no traffic at all. So that is one thing that you need to remember is that, with traffic coming into Spring Hill, it can get pretty jammed up coming down 65 during those peak rush hour times. And so, people do like to complain about the traffic going into Spring Hill. So you've been warned. But, I just tell people always, just map it, Google map it, into wherever you're going to commute to during those peak times to, just a sample address in that neighborhood and just get an idea of what that looks like during that time of the day. And if it's something that you're willing to put up with, if you're not, commuting during those peak rush hour times, it really doesn't matter. But yeah, so going up there. But one thing that is really awesome, again, right here is June Lake Boulevard. So they just put in this interchange, probably opened it, I don't know, maybe like a year ago. I think my sense of time is not the best anymore, but I think it's been about a year that this has been open. And this changed everything for this area because previously you had to go really far either to the north or south to get off of 65 to get into this area. And now that they just added this off this June Lake, has changed and made it so much easier to get in and out of these neighborhoods along Buckner Road, all in here. So this has made it really, really convenient and has made the commute a lot better. So that really helps. But just to touch on this June Lake area right here. So this is where that June Lake is that I was just mentioning. So this is a whole new development that's going in. It's got mixed use, commercial, retail. There's going to be restaurants, coffee shops, tons and tons of things. This is going to be a huge draw to the area. And then they're also going to add a new neighborhood. It's going to be right here on the other side as well by the same builder, same developer. So this area is going to be huge, and they're just going to continue to add more commercial and retail and everything. That's going to be super convenient for August Park, especially if you're getting off the highway right here and going home or whatever. It's going to make it really convenient that you've got all of this right here. And then the other places that you might want to note, if you go up Buckner Road, right over here, this is going to be where you're going to have tons and tons of shopping, grocery, all those things. So you've got a Publix over here. You've got a Walmart. There's an Aldi's in here somewhere. There's a Lowe's, tons of things over here. Lots and lots of restaurants as well. And then, you've got Martin's right here, Best Barbecue. Just tons of things right here. So anything that you need shopping wise, you're going to have it over here as well. You've also got like hotels and things like that. You've got this Holiday Inn Express right here, which is really nice. If you have people coming into town, so there's, little hotels and things close by, makes it easy for people to have a place to come and stay. And then we're going to go down here in just a minute and show you more of that shopping, but just to touch on some of the outdoor activities as well. Right up here. So this is going to be more up in the Thompson Station area, but still super close. As you can see, it's just right here. So right here, you've got Heritage Park that goes into Sarah Benson Park. And then right above that is going to be Preservation Park. In here, you're going to have tons and tons of hiking trails, outdoor activities, dog parks, all kinds of things right here. You're going to have Harvey Park down here, which is great play equipment for your kids, great place to get out. And then right over here, if you need places to work out, there's other places like right over here, you're going to have like an Orange Theory, you're going to have CrossFit, things like that. But then right here, you've got Longview Rec Center. So this is going to be a Williamson County Rec Center, which is great for working out. So if you're a rec center person, they've got indoor, outdoor pool, they've got classes, walking tracks, they have outdoor tennis and pickleball. So a lot of things at Longview. And then while I'm at it, there's walking trails here, but right up here off Bethesda Road is going to be a brand new rec center, the Bethesda Rec Center. It's right here, which is also pretty close to you. So it's not bad. That is a brand new rec center. So they have a lot of the outdoor things already installed. So tons and tons of pickleball courts, tennis courts, basketball courts, fields, splash pad, outdoor pool. And then inside, once it's complete, it's going to have a library. It's going to have, the tracks. It's going to have classes, restaurant, indoor, outdoor pool. I think I said that, but just so many things going to be at this Bethesda Rec Center. So this is going to be really nice to take advantage of too. And it just costs next to nothing to join these rec centers. So, if you need a great place to work out, these are great places for you to work out. So just, thought we could mention that. But so right over here, you're going to have more. So you're going to have, number one here, we should mention the Fainting Goat. If you're in town and you're checking out Spring Hill, everyone loves the Fainting Goat. It's a coffee shop. You can get lunch, whatever. It is a favorite of everybody. But right here along this main street, there's actually like a little, maybe we can see it. I'll try. Like a little historic downtown. I don't know if I'm going the right way here. No, it's not that easy to see, but there's this little historic downtown area right here that's super, super cute where this Fainting Goat is. And then right here, you have the Crossings. So the Crossings is going to be a huge area with lots of restaurants, Targets here, Kohl's. You got a movie theater. You've got restaurants like Jonathan's Grill. Just all kinds of things in here. All the restaurants, everything is right here. And then let's see, what else do we need to talk about? Fisher Park, going to be down here on the south side, so it's going to be a little further away. You can see it's all the way down here. But Fisher Park, I just did a video on Spring Hill. If you're interested in Spring Hill, just like an overview of it, I did a full video on that, so go check that out. It's one of the last videos that came out before this one, but I show footage of this. So it's a beautiful park. It's got tons and tons of play equipment, splash pads, more outdoor fields, things like that, really everything. So there's no shortage of parks and things here. And then right next to that is going to be the Towie Golf Club. So if you like golf and you're into golf, this is a great golf course right here. It's actually a really fun little course, really cute, and their restaurant is amazing. So if you want a place to eat, if I lived in Spring Hill, I'd probably be eating there a lot, because their restaurant's great and just a great little golf course that's close and convenient. It's awesome. And then you've got Kroger down here. So, there is no shortage of shopping and groceries, restaurants, all of that in Spring Hill. So if you're worried about being somewhere that's too rural or whatever, you definitely don't. Not in Spring Hill. You have everything you need right here. And then you're still going to be convenient, to get into Franklin if you want. It'd probably be about 20 minutes or so to get into Franklin, 25 minutes depending on traffic and things like that. So if you want to go up to Franklin and enjoy that, you can. And then obviously up into Nashville as well. So that's that. But let's switch over. Let's talk a little bit about the houses in here. We will walk you through those models, like I said. We'll just talk about Toll Brothers because they are brand new to the area. They're a great, great builder. I mean, a lot of people are familiar with them from other states where they've come from. I know they build in a lot of other markets, but they're just sort of getting their feet wet here. Like I said, you can see, if I go back, well, I'm not going to, but they have a neighborhood in Mount Juliet that they're building, which are single family homes, going to be a little lower price point than this. So if you like them and you're interested in a little lower price point, those are probably in the $600,000-$700,000 range in Mount Juliet and Tomlinson Point. They've also got some townhomes and condos that are going in downtown in the Nations, which are also very cool. The cool thing about Toll Brothers, I think I'm going to do an entire video on Toll Brothers. They have some very cool new neighborhoods coming up in some really great locations in Williamson County that I probably can't talk about yet, but I'm really excited for those things to come online. So they have some really, really great luxury product coming online in Williamson County. And they're obviously building here. So their price points here, just as far as starting points go, and we can talk more about that. But they have 3. So out of those 31 lots, they're going to have 25 that are buildable from right now. So you can choose your lot, you can pick your floor plan, build whatever you want. Then 3 of them are market homes. So they're going to be available this month and they're ready. They have those listed, I believe, right here. So I think it's these 3 right here. I think they are all this canard. And then they've got 5 different floor plans that you can choose from, which we will click through right here and just kind of show you a little bit of those. But so there will be 25 buildable lots, 3 models. They're also going to have, they'll release the model for sale eventually. There's another lot that the construction trailer's on, but that just gives you kind of an idea. But they do have more limited lots than Richmond. So if you like Toll Brothers, you want to be in this neighborhood, you'll want to jump on one of these lots, and they have some nice lots before they sell out. So that would be great. But you can see they've got 5 floor plans here. So they're anywhere from about 4 to 6 bedrooms. So they're 2,800 square feet, 2,882 on the low side up to over 4,000. So 4,121. And then it's just kind of, how you configure these. You can make them a little bit different. So the Harpeth is the one that I walked through. So we will walk through that one here in just a second. But you can see you can do 5 to 6 bedrooms on this, 4 to 5 baths. You can do a 2 to 3 car garage. And it's 3,627 square feet plus. But if you click on it, and this was just to give you an idea of what you can do on their website. I'm not going to do this for everyone, but just kind of wanted to show you what's possible on their website. And also, if you choose to build, you can obviously make whatever selections that you want to make. So they are currently doing just a temporary design studio in their models, but then they have a beautiful design studio that's being built currently in Cool Springs that should be ready like in the springtime. So depending on when you buy, you'll either be making those selections in the model or at their new design studio that's being made. But if you click on the floor plan, you can see the first floor and the second floor designs right here. And then you can see personalization options. This was not working for me earlier, but it did eventually work. So we'll see if it loads. It is loading. Yay. Okay. So you can see some of the different selections that you can make as far as structural and things go on this website. So you can see that you can do multi-slide stack door. You can see you can do some beautiful doors across the back. You can do a ventless fireplace, which they have done in the model. You can do, this is where your bed and bath will change right here. So you'll see when we walk this model, you've got the loft when you come in up here, and then they have a media room up here that they're using as a theater room. But if you want, you can convert that to an additional bedroom. So if you need a 6th bedroom, you can do that. So you can see all of the different options right here. And actually, I will just show you right now. So when you come in, you're going to have your office. The model that we walked was flipped, but you've got the office, you've got a bedroom with a full bath, and then you're going to have your owner suite right here with your primary bath. You've got your dining, your great room, your covered patio. And then if you go to your 2nd floor, you're going to have another bedroom with its own bath. And then these 2 bedrooms here are going to share this bath. There's also an opening into the hall. So you'll see that when we walk through that, but let me take off the bed and bath, and then it's going to have this media room right here. So now you're already kind of familiar with that. But if we go back here, so that's going to be the Harpeth. So just to give you an idea, the starting price on that is going to be $974. So some of their models do start $874 would be kind of your lowest price point here. And these going all the way up to $1 million for over 4,000 square feet. And then you will have your lot premium on top of that. And then you will also have any upgrades that you're putting in there as well. But so that just gives you an idea of price point starting at $974 on this one. Oh, and I'll show you too. You can actually choose the different, let's see. They're going to have different exteriors that you can choose, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, depending on the floor plan. So for this particular house, for the Harpeth, you can do the Fairview, the Modern Farmhouse, which is going to be all hardy board. So no siding here. It's all hardy board, which is, an excellent product. And then they've got this transitional, which is going to be brick with black windows and those sorts of things. So you can also choose that, but this just gives you an idea of the different floor plans that you can choose. So you can go in there and play with them if you want and see what's available. And then they've got these 3, I believe, to be the ones that are coming soon. So I'll double check that on the MLS for you. But those 3 will be ready this month and ready to be sold. So if you're looking for something that's going to be ready super soon, this could be an option for you on one of these. So here is going to be your lot map for these. So you can see what kind of your options are right here. So, and you can choose this. This is going to tell you this one has a lot premium of $50,000, 0.27 acres. So it just gives you an idea of what some of these different lots are and shows you where you are in relation to the pool and all of that. So again, you can come in here and play with this, and happy to answer, whatever questions you have as far as this goes. But sometimes the easiest thing to do is just to jump in there and, price something out with their sales agent. So if you want to do something like that, don't hesitate to reach out to me. We can always set up a call. They are happy to do that, go over different pricing for different models on different lots, and just try to run some numbers just to get, a good idea of where you might be if you were going to build with this particular builder. So that is going to be Toll Brothers. And then we're going to go ahead and go over to Richmond. So if we go over to the Richmond Homes, these are going to be their models right here. So they've actually got one. That's not right. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me try this again. Go back here. Okay. Oh, floor plans. That's why. Those were the models. Duh. Okay. So you can see their floor plans here. They are going to range starting at, I thought they started a little lower. No. All right. So 868 is going to be this smallest. So that's going to be 3,080 square feet up to the base price of this one, 1.168. And that's going to be almost 4,600 square feet with 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, and a 3-car garage. So both of these 2 builders will have the option of a 3-car garage if that's what you want. But this, if you want to, so like this one, for instance, you can look at their brochure right here. Maybe if I can make this go away. So layout 1 and layout 2, you can kind of go and see what the different floor plans are. So some of both of them will have, depending on what you want, primary bedroom on the main floor or upstairs. And then they have some great customization options also. So they just wanted to make it very clear when we toured with them that, they will, try to customize and do almost anything that you ask. So maybe anything might not be possible, but if it could be possible, they are definitely going to try to make it happen. So they really want to make this a great customer experience for people who are building with them here, just anywhere. So their whole brand is really trying to embrace this, just giving people lots of choices and just being a really elevated experience. So they will have some great design options for you. Now, they do have lots that are available. They have actually several homes right now that are market homes that are available, ready to go. I will flip over to the MLS here in just a second and show you what, some of the prices are on those. But they also have lots that you can choose. They actually have like 88 lots, she said, that are just dirt lots that you can build from the ground up like a pre-sale. The caveat to that is that for each lot, there is already a model selected based on, the size of the lot and the footprint of the house. So you can't like pick lot 88 and choose, that you want whichever floor plan on it. So there is a set floor plan for each lot. So, but within that, then you can customize your home however you want. So lots of great choices in there. And then we are going to go ahead and walk through one of those as well. So, so this one, and they have some really cool exteriors too. So, this is the Henley. This is the one that we walked through. It's kind of a really pretty craftsman. And I think the layout on this is fantastic. So I'm glad that we walked through this one. But I'll jump over really quick to this list and just kind of show you the prices on these. So prices in this neighborhood, just for things that are listed right now, are anywhere from $874 up to almost $1.2. And those are all going to be with Richmond or Toll Brothers. So there's no more of those John Mayer homes left. They've all been sold. They're all gone. But this just gives you an idea. So $874, this one is to be built. Let's see if any of these. This one was complete on August 22nd. So this one is already completed here. This one's 4 beds, 3 baths, 3,000 square feet, priced at like $880, but this just gives you an idea of what this looks like. And I will say, both of these builders do a lot of vaulted ceilings and things that you don't always see here. There are some builders who do it, but you see, I feel like, less vaulted ceilings here in the Nashville area than you do in some other markets, but maybe it's just me. But that's kind of what I noticed. This one's going to be another Richmond that complete 10-1, priced at just right under 900, 4 beds, 3.5 baths, and about 3,300 square feet ish. And just scroll through here just to kind of see. But this just gives you an idea. So, this backs up to, a little tree buffer. There is another house over there. But this just gives you, okay, here's one of the Toll Brothers. This one is one of the Kennard, I think. 4 beds, 3.5 baths, 2,834 square feet, priced at $939. And let's see. Just going to give you an idea of what this looks like on the inside as well. Just so that you kind of see, and then we'll jump over and we will walk through that model as well. And this is going to be the other one, a little bit different color exterior. Obviously, all of your selections are made, but if you need a quick move-in home, need something that's already ready, this is a great option. Here's the other one, priced at $960. And then on to more of these Richmond homes. This one was already complete, priced at like $970 here. 4 beds, 3.5 baths, 3,631 square feet. So they've done some beams in here, cabinets to the ceiling, a little bit more modern fireplace. You're going to see that more and more frequently. So kind of go through here and give you an idea of what these look like. So I won't spend a ton more time on these, but if you're interested in any of these market homes, this gives you an idea of what some of these exteriors are going to look like. And, you know, this is obviously going to be one of those larger homes right here. 5 beds, 4 baths, 45, 31 square feet. And you can just see some of the details that they put into this home. So another one of those that's going to be ready for you if you are ready. So, and then here's just some of it staged. So anyway, let's go ahead and walk through these models real quick. So this is going to be the Toll Brothers model. So we're going to start here. And you can see the exterior of this. Again, this is going to be the Harpeth model. And they've got obviously their office in here. But let's see here. Just go. Here we go. Okay. So as we walked through, we looked at that model online. So you've got your office is going to be right here off to the front, and you'll be able to do, you know, a lot of different fun features. They have a lot of great lighting selections in here also. But I think you're going to be really pleased and happy with a lot of the selections in the Toll Brothers homes as well. And I feel like, do some really nice, you know, 2-story living rooms, things like that. You've got this great catwalk up here, which I think a lot of people really like these catwalks right now. A lot of people are kind of requesting those. You'll see a lot of cool wall details and things throughout here. And again, lots of really great lighting. You're going to have this guest bedroom, which is going to be off the front of the house, which this is something that people ask me for probably almost maybe more than anything else, is a guest bedroom on the main floor with a walk-in shower. So many people have parents that are moving here or staying with them or visit frequently who don't want to do stairs. They don't want to put their parents upstairs. And so they want them to have their own bedroom right there. So that is something that people ask me for a lot. And so it's great that this floor plan has that. And I think you'll probably see that on a lot of these floor plans. People are doing that more and more. But you can see you've got the 2-story fireplace right here, which is a much more modern, sleek fireplace. And then you're going to have KitchenAid appliances in here. I love the countertops in here. I think they are so pretty, the selections that they've made. And then they've chosen to run that all the way up the backsplash, which is pretty. And then you've got your wood shelves in your pantry, your gas 6-burner stove. Pretty gold hardware. I mean, you're going to have lots of great choices for everything in here. And you can just see right here, you've got your nice wood hood up there, which is nice. And then you're going to have lots and lots of windows in this house. So these sliding doors across the back are beautiful. You've also got the sliding doors over here by your dining room as well. But all of these doors and windows and things and the 2-story windows are going to just let in so much light and make it so bright and pretty in here. So we'll jump out back here in a little bit, but there you can see the catwalk again and your tile, more modern fireplace there. And you're going to see tons of wall details throughout. So, and then you can do beams everywhere if you want, you know, who doesn't love beams, but they've got the beams here. They've got the wall detail in the owner's suite, and then just a really pretty bathroom. You've got the rain shower head and the handheld, the separate tub, and then obviously separate sinks. And then they've got really pretty countertops, really pretty selections in this model, but gives you an idea of what you can do in here. And then you've got a huge closet in here. So you think it's done, but it's not. There's actually plenty of room for long hang and all the things in this closet. So a really nice size closet here. And then we'll go back out. I love this light, so pretty. And then just a really nice size bedroom. So really big, also really bright still. So made some really nice choices here. And then you've got the waterfall edge in the kitchen counter, which is really nice. And then just tons of wood wall details in this house, which is great. And then we'll go up. I don't think we need to walk up this together. Oop, I went too far. Hold on. I went way too far. Okay. Sorry about that. I felt like I was walking a little slow. Okay. So you can see they did the beams here in the living room again up high, which is so pretty. And then this is going to be that bonus room that we talked about. You can use it as a game room. You can use it as a playroom, living room, you know, whatever you want to do. I like how they have it set up here though for a game room. This is really fun if you have kids or teenagers or adults. Who knows? It's fun. And then this is going to be that media room that you could switch over and make it a bedroom if you wanted to. Again, cool lighting choices. And then you're going to have your first bedroom over here, which is going to have its own full bath. And then all of these are going to have walk-in closets here also. So you can see your full bath. And then no drop-in showers. You've got, fully tiled all the way to the ceiling tile in the bathroom, which is great. And this is actually a really big walk-in closet, which is nice. I mean, you could put a dresser in there if you wanted to even, or whatever, but yeah, nice size closets in here, which is great. And then you're going to have linen closet in the hall. You're also going to have the bathroom in the hall, which we'll come to in just a second. And this is going to be your first bedroom, which they've done just kind of some fun details. Again, really fun lighting in here. Big walk-in closet. This is great. And then your bathroom is going to be off to the right, which we're going to check out again here in a second. Hold on, I froze. And then into the bedroom here. Nice, really nice size bedrooms. They're all really nice size bedrooms here. And then you've got your, again, walk-in closet here. We've got our bathroom. There's me. Hi. Again, you've got your fully tiled shower. I'm seeing this tile color a lot. It's really pretty with the gold hardware. I wasn't sure about it till I saw it with the gold hardware. Then I was in love with it. So pretty. And then we'll go downstairs. I don't know if we want to watch me walk downstairs. Again, we'll go outside and just see this outside space. So this outside space, you've got covered porches, and you can do whatever you want outside, obviously. But just to kind of see, this is their brick. They've done a really nice fire pit out here, and grilling station, outdoor kitchen, all of that. So done a really nice job on this house. This is a beautiful model. So it's a great one to check out. And then this is just an exterior of one of the other ones that's already done. So, and then jumping over to the Richmond, this one's going to be the Henley, like we said, and we did not walk through the floor plan on this one, but this is such a great functional floor plan. I love it so much. And I really love the Craftsman exterior. I think it's so pretty. I love the cedar beams, the cedar accents, makes it so pretty. But really the floor plan on this one is just great. So, and they do some cool things like this rotunda here, which is really pretty. So you'll see some of these circular details in some of their homes, which I just think are kind of fun, which you don't normally see. So it's kind of fun to see it. It was in their other model too, but there was a lot of people in there, so I didn't want to bug them and get that one. But you'll see some of these more circular walls and things, which I think is really fun. So you're going to have actually your powder room for your guests up here on the front of the house. So it's going to be set away from your living room and all of that, just for privacy and things, which is kind of nice and doesn't share with the bedroom. So then you're going to have 2 bedrooms up here on the front side. So you've got this really nice size bedroom up here on the front. And again, this just kind of goes to that same, like having, a guest bedroom on the main floor with a walk-in shower for guests. People love it. So this is actually going to have a Jack and Jill bath. And then you're going to have your walk-in shower over here, which is nice as well for guests, like we said. So and there's your shower. And you can do, all kinds of different, showers, rain heads, whatever. So a lot of different options as far as that goes. Again, they're just wanting to customize like kind of however they can. But this is going to be the second bedroom. And this is kind of nice. And then you've got, your walk-in closet over here as well. So all of these, up on the front of the house, you've got your dining room right there, which they've done a nice little job with that. And then you've got this little rotunda area, which is so cute. And then you've got your stairs that are going to go up to an incredible, incredible bonus space, which we're going to go up there in just a little bit. So you're definitely going to want to see that. That is one of the awesome things about this house. Over that way is going to be your owner suite. So it's kind of tucked away over on its own, but you can see the whole living room right here connecting into this kitchen. This kitchen is beautiful. I love this kitchen and it's huge. And there is so much cabinet space. I'm pretty sure it would take a lot to fill up all this cabinet space. Like that's a lot of cabinets and it's great. So again, you've got a more modern fireplace. I'm liking seeing that more. Of course, you can do the hearth if you want to and have a more traditional fireplace. A lot of people are liking the more modern fireplace without a hearth. And then again, you've got lots of sliders across the back, letting in lots of light, making it nice, bright, and airy also in here. And you've got, the arched doorways and things, kind of a nice feature. And then, again, you've got quartz countertops. Quartz cabinets would be weird. In this house, you can do double ovens, or you can do, this is a oven and a microwave. They also do really nice upgraded appliances in here. So you can see the extra large fridge, freezer. They do a lot of the upgraded, like the GE Monogram or GE Cafe lines, things like that. So if you're looking for upgraded appliances, you could probably even go up from there, I would assume. In here, they've put, your porcelain farm sink as well. And then you've got your eat-in kitchen space here. But remember, you had that formal dining too. So lots of room to entertain. This house would be great for entertaining. The amount of countertop space alone is just a ton. So, and then this house is going to have a covered porch and, you can extend that patio, whatever you want to do. But this house, great for entertaining because there is so much room in that kitchen on those countertops for serving, different dining spaces, great outdoor space. So much, this house has so much, entertaining room. It's great. And then your owner's suite again, back here, more beams, of course. Everybody loves the beams. And then you've got a door to access that outdoor patio. So you've got a door from the living room, a door from the dining, eating area, and then a door here in your owner's bedroom to get out to the patio also. And then you've got your, beautiful bathroom in here with double sinks, your freestanding tub, and then your shower as well, which they've got, multiple shower heads in here. They've got 2 plus the rain head. So lots of options for your showers and things. If you want, handheld again, things like that, you can do that. But beautiful bathroom. And again, the world is your oyster, like whatever you want to choose, you can do that. So, and then you've got your closet here, lots of long hang space. I love that. I have a lot of long hanging things. So it's a great closet for me. I really like that. And then, so this is the main floor. We will go over I'll show you where the garage is. Straight ahead is going to be where your garage is. And then off to the left, there's your garage. Off to the left is going to be your laundry room and just more storage, coat closet, things like that. So, but great main first floor for entertaining, for kids, for empty nesters, for whoever. Who doesn't like having most of their main floor living on the main floor? It's great. So not going up and down stairs all the time. I don't care how old you are. Like, this is better. But the great thing is that you are going to have an additional bedroom up here, as well as this incredible bonus space up here. So you see it? I'm going to turn the corner, but it's 2 big spaces. Actually, it's kind of like 3 spaces, honestly. So like 3 spaces here. So you can set it up however, like they have a game room, a living room. You could do a study area or a craft area, but you're still all together, which is nice. And if you see the size of this couch, like that's huge. This is a huge area. And then you're going to have this bedroom over here and then another full bath. So it'd be a great place, for guests to come stay. If you have a teenager, they would absolutely love this area. Your kids would fight over this. But again, pretty selections in here. You've got your tile all the way to the ceiling, which is great. And then over off to the left-hand side, there's actually going to be walk-in storage. So if you're not familiar with that, I didn't go in there, but if you open up that door, there's tons of walk-in storage in there. So lots of attic space for storing stuff. A lot of people want to know where they, can store things. You can store things there. So that's a great place to store stuff. But that is August Park. So, for the price points, $875. up to about 1.2 in this neighborhood. And it's a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. And it has so much going for it. These builders are great. Still lots and lots of opportunity to buy in this neighborhood. So yeah, I mean, I think if you're thinking about moving to the area, you're looking for something new, or you didn't know you were looking for something new, you want something with amenities, this really could be a great option for you. So, if you have questions at all, I do have people that I'm helping just like you every day. About 95% of everyone I help is from out of state, moving here, relocating. So this is kind of what I do. This is kind of my specialty, is just helping people figure out like where they belong. And when they're moving here, I do have kind of like an uncanny knowledge of like all the different areas. And so if you're thinking about moving here, or, let me flip back over here. So if you're thinking about moving here, and you're just not sure where to go, don't hesitate to reach out. You can scan this QR code right there. All my contact information is in the description. Don't hesitate, call, text, email, however you want to get in touch. And I would be happy to answer any and all of your relocating questions. But we're going to have some more lives and things happening. Sorry, distracted. We're going to have some more lives and things. I'm going to cover more things in this way. So just trying to figure out how to do that, but thought we'd get our feet wet with this one. Hopefully this was okay. If anybody was leaving comments, I did not see them, because I don't quite know how to check those yet. But if you did leave a comment, I will respond to it when I figure out how to do that. But hopefully this was helpful to you. I will condense this down and do like a Cliff's Notes version maybe, and post that as well on the other side of the channel. But I have some great videos coming out, a lot of great content coming out soon. So please like this if it was helpful to you. Subscribe if you haven't, and this video or this channel is helpful to you. Please do that. It helps me out an awful lot. So thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next video.